Now that you're true, run around kitty kitty, run around kata kata, all because of Valentine. Can I talk to you? Deception tries when the truth is not told. Long hours of longer hours of kirewa. Sorry, I meant to say longer hours of sex is not what binds couples together. Otherwise, all the men would have been bound in the gallows of lust by prostitutes, just like Samson had his eyes plucked off in the Holy Bible. Singlehood is not stupidity. Aloneness should not drive you to that slaughter bed, all because of that itch. Clinical calculations as to where that relationship is headed to cannot be overemphasized. Generosity with money, be it naira, dollars, pounds, euros, or any of the currencies in the world, and not stinginess, strong communication, compatibility, focus on spirituality, creative bedroom psychology are some of the factors for marital bliss. Not slopping of red wine, giving of red roses, wearing of red clothes all in a single day, and having alcohol infused humping, all because you want to bam bam with the big boys. Ha! Hey! See how the thing goes.
Rono.
Crazy things are happening. Crazy things are happening.
Problem. Another problem.
My name is Asitonka Agri Abba, and channel is called Asi Darling because I'm such a darling.
Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Asi Darling. Thank you guys so much for joining once again. If you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing. That's all my OGs. Yeah, the gang, comment down below, let me know. Gang. All right, so today, new background, new look. Like, what do you guys think about my look? I feel I'm popping. Please write to the comment section. Just let me know. I am popping. It's something that I already know, but man, just write. Your girl is feeling herself. So today we are here for a separate thing, which you're going to be seeing very soon. Basically, they did a poll about the red flags you ignored before you enter the relationship. That was the poll they did, and men, a lot of people wrote different things. That's why I got this inspiration. I was like, is it that when we see these things, and funny enough, when I start saying these things, you'll be like, I already know. But it's not that easy, especially when people are in relationships. So grab your coke, grab your drink, let's go straight to the video. So the first person wrote, the red flag I ignored was silent treatment whenever he's angry. So if you're in a relationship with somebody and he has silent treatment, when he's angry, he doesn't say anything, I would say this goes both ways, because I'm the kind of person that I also keep quiet because I don't want to say the wrong thing. But then you have to also watch the person you're with. If that silent treatment is something born out of anger or born out of a malicious intent, you know, I'm just trying to not just say any, you get, because sometimes even us ladies, we do the silent treatment. But if you've ever experienced any of these red flags that I'm talking about, please let us know your thoughts in the comment section, how you went about it, if you're still in the relationship, and what you advise other people. Okay, so it will help. Let's get to the next one. The second one said, always complaining about the clothes I wear. I thought he would change. One thing you need to know is, in fact, somebody said it once, if you think you want girls that cover their body, go for them. Do not go for the ones that open their body and now force them to cover their body. Do you understand? It is weird. If you like girls that cover body, go for those ones. That way it doesn't seem like you're changing somebody. So if you're in a relationship with someone that is always complaining, Jessica, you're wearing shorts this, whereas it's the short thing that attracted him, just know that it's not something that he will change. He will continue to talk about it. If you're open to changing it, well, good. If you're not open to changing it, maybe you should have to start reconsidering, or maybe the both of you have to talk about it, you know, real life talk about it. Okay, so the next one says, red flag I ignored, he's a mama's boy, he can't take any decision without his mom. I feel most times people underestimate this particular part. It's one thing to be a mama's boy, because of course, especially those of us that have sons, our sons are like our bodies close to us. I know that there are some mother-in-laws that do not know where to draw the line, and there are some sons that do not know where to tell their mom, like, don't pass this line, this is for my wife, and it becomes tricky for the girl. So please, if you're in a relationship where you see that there's closeness, it is one thing, it's a good thing. When a guy loves his mother, it's actually is a good thing, because you know that he's going to also treat you well. But then there are some parts that it might become something rough. Do you get? When he needs to, the both of you talk about something, he needs to ask his mom before he makes a decision. Or the video that I did about the mom wanting to move into the house after their wedding, that is weird. That is weird. Like, there are people that live in extremes, and I feel personally most times before people open their mouth and say this, you get the instincts, you get the feeling, you get the vibes. Don't close your eyes to those things. I've said it before that most times those of us that have this intuition, if you keep suppressing it, at a time you won't feel it again. And someone else will be like, are you not supposed to have noticed he's a mama's boy? And you'll be like, I didn't think it was a big deal. But you know that right from time, you're the kind of person that you know when something bad is about to happen. But somehow you found out that you're entering bad relationships with your eyes open, and just know that it's because you might have suppressed a lot of those intuitions and all of that that comes to you. So please make sure that if you get to that situation, if you cannot draw the line, I think it's best you leave, because it doesn't end. Seriously, it doesn't end. Okay, let's get to the next one. They said the fourth person said he lacks intentionality, he was very laid back. Yeah, there are some guys that are not hustlers. They are just made for the office. So most times when there's no office job, you find out that it's hard for them to be motivated. It's hard. If you can endure that kind of situation, that's the only reason you should be there. Because when it comes to children, wife, finance is a big deal. Love is not enough. All these ones people are doing love, sexual compatibility, all those things. When you enter the core of marriage, you find out that a lot of things are tied together. I'm not saying only finance. I'm saying finance, this one, that one, everything is tied together. So I'm going to be with somebody that doesn't hustle. What can we do now? Do you understand? If you're in a relationship and the person is not hustling, he will not hustle in marriage. It's just the real thing. And you know that the moment school fees starts knocking, you'll find out there are situations where, oh, I need to pray for my mother. Mothers are the ones spending. Mothers are the ones doing this. Because the truth is, when the kid is crying, when there's no school fees, you find out that women are the ones that will be like, you know what? I can't lay back and want to move. So yes, you know, you can pursue money and who is working in an office, but also go for somebody that I'm not advising you. You know, people are going to advise married people, just the single ones. I feel like go for someone that beyond office, like COVID laid off a lot of people. COVID caused a lot of divorces because people just found out that without work, being in the house together, I can't live with you, that kind of thing. So go for somebody that beyond the office, see, he can do odd jobs for his family to eat. You know, that kind of thing. It's a lot. It takes a lot. It takes a lot out of a man to say, see, if office is not working, I'll take this my car, I will do Uber, my family has to eat, I have to feed my family. That is what you need. Because a laid back person, as you're going into this, Pampers, do you know how much? School fees, do you know how much? You live, the love will now become hatred. Let me know your thoughts if you understand what I'm saying. Okay, so let's get to the fifth point. The fifth one is in-law interference, taking sides. I've told you people before, you know, most times you enter a marriage and you feel like you are the cement God has sent to go and be settling case. I have told you to keep your mouth, keep your eyes, keep all those your basara feelings out of people's families. I know that you have entered their in-law. If him and his brothers are quarreling, auntie, stand up and leave that place. Do not make an opinion. Let me tell you honestly, you are the outsider. You are the outsider. No matter how you say, oh, they love me like they are the own. You are the outsider. Don't go and say the one that they will leave what they're quarreling about and judge that your statements. Very, very important. Because sometimes what women get to see, especially in these in-law interferences, maybe the in-laws come in and they say something and your husband is taking sides with them. That's when you know you're truly alone. If you ever have that kind of situation, my sister, you're alone. Because if you don't have a situation whereby in-laws come and say something and your husband takes your side, how would you stay? Like they come and they complain about something, like, okay, let's say the other lady that has the clothing issue, you wear short sleeve and the brother-in-law comes and say, why is your wife wearing short sleeve? And your husband looks at you and says, it's true, why are you always naked? This one, before you know, everybody's attacking you, my dear. You know the answer. That's why sometimes when people write this thing, I say, you know what you want to do. You know. Before you enter that marriage, ask questions, talk. You understand? Let's get to the next one. It says, the sixth one says, he never admits he's wrong and he makes me out to be the guilty one. So this is part of the narcissistic behaviors, because someone that, instead of him to say sorry, he will turn the story. You will be the one saying sorry. You will be looking at it like Jesus Christ. He will say that this thing was pink. The day you say, babe, but you said this thing is pink, he say, me, pink. God forbid. I said black. You will say, I heard you say pink. You say, God forbid. Why will you insult me? I insult. Before you know, you are the one apologizing. You're like, I'm sorry, my Lord. I did not. That kind of behavior is a bad behavior. If you know you're somebody that you can endure, but these are red flags, because I feel that every temperament knows the limit to which they can take. That's why I will not say totally leave it, because some people, it's nothing to them. You'll be at all. If you're sorry you want, I'll tell you sorry. Some people, that really messes up their self-esteem. After a while, they stop talking. After a while, they become a shadow of themselves. Do you understand that kind of thing? So every temperament knows like the kind of things they can endure. And if these red flags are like ringing all the alarm bells in your head, just know you cannot endure it. If you're seeing it in your relationship, you know what to do. Start talking about it if you still want to be in the relationship, or start working on yourself, or tell him, or whatever. And this thing goes both ways, but most of these people that wrote to the page, they were ladies. So if you're a guy and you observed any of these red flags, let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. And also, please note there are going to be other parts, because I don't want this video, the first video, to be too long. So we are going to be taking it step by step, okay? Let's get to the next one. The next one is stingy and very aggressive. This stingy pattern, they don't change you. When you see somebody is stingy, it's not like me personally. I'm not the kind of person that when I enter a relationship, I expect you to provide. No, I want a situation whereby I know that when it comes to your responsibility as a family man, you're going to do it. Do you understand that kind of thing? So you cannot just be stingy like that without sense. You should be able to say, okay, when it comes to my own things in the house, I can cover. When it comes to this, I can do it. That is the best. And then when you're stingy and aggressive, they ask you for money, you want to fight. If you're in that relationship, why are you proceeding to marriage? Do you get? So that tomorrow we'll be writing justice for Angela, justice for no. When you see these red flags, take it for what it is. I feel like the pursuit of marriage and the pursuit of ring is making a lot of people jump in and jump out. And most of the people that are writing this, some of them say, I've left 2 months, 1 year, 1 year 6 months, 1 year 6 months, 3 years. Like, if you know the amount of years people stay married now is getting shorter and shorter. Like, if you've done 5 years, glory be to God. You have done 10 years. In fact, you should be a counselor, because of how most of these red flags that I feel that we ignore and enter because, let me just enter. When you enter, you find out that it doesn't go. It even becomes worse, because by this time they feel like they've married you. Do you understand that kind of thing? Okay. So let's get to the 8th one. So I think we'll be doing 10 per episode. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, because it gets interesting from time to time. Like, everyone here is different. The 8th person said money and financial issues. Let me tell you one thing you don't know about money. You can love somebody, but when the bills are hanging, there's a problem. When the bills are hanging, there's tension. A man that doesn't have money is angry. A man that doesn't have money, if you make any certain kind of jokes around him, it becomes like you're insulting him. Do you understand? Financial pressure brings a lot of tension. So before you get married, I need you to talk about money. You, the lady, instead of just going into marriage and pumping out babies, because the truth is, if that is the path you want to take, hope you have a side hustle. Because you will get to a point where if financial issues come, you'll be like, after all, what are you doing? You're just sitting at home. You will forget that you're sitting at home taking care of children. Do you understand? So you have to make a plan. It's not just to enter marriage now and the next thing is children should just be dropping. When he gets tied up and he's looking, baby, school fees, pampers, this one, he can explode. So please don't be in a hurry. Don't have olden days mindset. In those days, things were cheaper. Don't have olden days mindset. I just want to give it to all my 17 children and rest. My dear, financial pressure can cost a lot. A lot of stories had to tie to finance. Please watch it, especially now you're in a relationship. You should talk. Leave seafood pasta, lobster, $10,000 dinner, all those kind of things. I'm not saying it's not good. I'm only saying that if you do not talk, you will ignore these red flags. Okay. All right. So the 9th one is jealousy and anger. Jealousy and anger, and he pursued all my friends. There are people that have that. In fact, you would think this jealousy is over, like he loves you too much. He's angry. Why are you outside? Oh, I love you. That's why I don't want you to be out late. Oh, why are you hanging out with this person? You're having girls' night. He'll just drive up and take you away. Oh, I was missing you, my dear. That kind of behavior, hey, watch it. Oh, there's some people that you enter relationship with. All your friends are no longer your friends. They alienate you. Your family should not do. They have done it a lot. There are some marriages, especially this one for marriage, was the lady's bride price list was so long. The husband's family paid everything, and the moment they finished paying everything, they said her leg will not enter her father's house. You know, there's a way you extort a family. Like her bride price cash was 5 million. This one, it was just extortion. They're like, you know what, we'll pay. And this sale you want to sell your daughter, you will not see her again. And they made her life a living hell. Throughout the period she was there, in fact, she could not contact anybody. She was almost like a slave. When you find that trait in anybody, my dear, it's better to be safe, because it's not like the too much love. You know, some people like, oh my God, I like that my baby is so overprotective of me. When the thing will choke you, You will not be able to go out and learn a skill. You will not be able to go. If you want to open shop, you say men are coming to look at your bumble. If you want to go out work, you say, oh, people will check you. You will think that, hey, he's doing it because he doesn't want anybody to come and compete with him. My dear, when the thing will choke you, that's when you will know that sometimes they are doing it to control you. There are people that have reported that they have locked them in the house. The husband will carry key, lock his wife in the house, lock all the doors, open kitchen, bring out only few soup and whatever. People has, and that's what you're seeing because you want to answer Mrs. Lots of red flag where you cannot say you just entered that marriage. This red flag was there in that relationship, but you ignored it, or you spent more time choosing wedding gown when you know you can book event planner. Shameless plug. But you, instead of you to be talking about other important things, you were talking about random ass things, and you're forgetting the meat of marriage. Marriage is a lot. Let's get to the next point. Point number 10 says he's lazy and keeps collecting money from me. Somebody that is lazy does not do anything. Every time he collects that, people that are like that, first of all, and you know that some relationships that is the girl that is giving all the money. Let us not lie, let us scatter the table. It's the girl that is giving all the money. She's the one paying for all those seafood pasta because she wants to pepper her friends. She's the one buying herself engagement ring and giving the boy because she wants to pepper her friends. You're the one doing flower. Valentine has gone. You bought big teddy bear. In fact, close to Valentine, you gave him 100K. He went and bought some things to surprise you with the money you gave him. Let us not lie. A lot of ladies are in that shoe. Now you raise a guy like that, you enter the marriage, he's used to you providing. You do not expect him overnight to start providing. That's a red flag you ignore there. Do you understand? And you have entered. When you enter, you don't enter. Do you get that kind of thing? So look out for all these red flags I talked about. Let me know your thoughts, because the truth is, most times God opens our eyes to see. I'm not saying that some people can manage it though. Some people are too rich. What is money? I will provide for him now. After all, it's my father's money. No wahala. If that is his only weakness and you feel that you can endure, it's perfect. Because a lot of people are surviving like that. You say, hey, see that family, it's the girl's money, but they're happy. They found a way around it. They're happy. He's taking the money, maybe he's taking care of the kids, he's a good father, he's showing up. Maybe the only thing he doesn't have is money, or the only thing he doesn't have is the grit. He just came as a baby boy to enjoy life. After all, there are ladies that are in marriages just to enjoy life. So I feel like, oh, since we're talking about equality, if some guys can be on that enjoyment scale, good for them. But what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. This is the first episode. I'm going to be shooting the next one really soon, so that you will just we'll be getting it back to back. Red flags we ignore when we enter relationships and when we enter marriage. Please, if you have entered marriage with this red flag, me, people know I fear to advise married people, because I really don't know what you want to do by this time, especially when children are in the mix. Make sure when you're dating, especially for these young people in their 20s, people wanting to marry, please, as you're dating, open your eyes. When you see these red flags, take it serious, talk about it. If it's not changing, you can bounce. It's early. Oh, I've done this marriage, I've done this relationship 3 years, I can't just throw it away. I'll find a way around it. My dear, it doesn't change. You can't change a human being. So take my word for it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I remain your girl, Acid Darling. Please check out my other videos, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.